So yesterday we had a discussion about the intra-STO and stock transporter with MM route. So today we'll discuss about the inter-STO process. Okay. So inter-STO process. What do you mean by inter-STO process? So between the two company codes. Okay. If I have the two company XYZ, let's say I have company XYZ, and if I have the company, that means company code ABC. So then I'm transferring the stock from one company code to another company code. Okay. So you can say company code and company code. Between the two company codes, we are transferring. So between the two company codes, okay, and we can say like between the two plants across the two company codes. Okay. So stock transfer between the two plants across the two company codes. Okay. So even here company XYZ and company ABC, both if it is just within the same company, that means the higher level, the group of companies, it is like if it, Tata Steel is there, Tata Motors is there, Tata Motors, Tata Steel, both it will be under the Tata groups. So even it is the same group, but we legally the entities are it is different. Okay, obviously this is the even we are transferring the stock from one company code to another company code. Even that also it is a like buying and selling concept only. Okay, it is not like a free of we are not moving the stock without any cost. We have to move with cost only. Okay, so it's a legally like concept, like it is a buying and selling concept. Okay, so in this process, inter-STO process, so the main things we have to be understand here. Okay, so there might be how the different sales organization, distribution channel divisions. Okay, and they might be how the different plans and the different company codes, right? So let's say I'm just transferring the stock from ZAB1 to ZXY1. Let's say assume that ZXY1, ZAB1 to ZXY1. Okay. So ZXY1, it's not coming. Yeah. So ZAB1 to ZXY1. Okay. Now for this, what it is required. So the first will go to master data. What master data which is required? So the first master data is the material master record. That means material should be extended to both plants. That means supply plant and receiving plant, and also sales area. Okay, so sales area from supply plant and supply area from supply plant point of view and receiving plant point of view, you need to be extend the material to sales area. Okay, so sales area is nothing but like a sales organization and distribution channel and division combination. Why we need to extend this one? Because we are doing with the MM and SD route. So here we are going with shipping and billing. Shipping and billing. So this is the SD and MM integration. Okay, and we are going with shipping and billing. Okay, now this is the one metal master record which is required. Okay, the next one is customer master record. So we need to create a customer master record. So where you are creating customer master record in supply company code, in supply company code with okay, and the supply sales area area. Okay. So you are assuming that the receiving company code or our receiving plant is my customer. Okay. So you need to create a customer master record in supply company code and supply sales area. Okay. So here, if you talk about that, ZAB1 is the supply plant and supply company code is ZABC. Okay, you can say supply company code. Because most of the stock it is available in the ZAB1, right? ZABC and ZXYZ it is like receiving company code. Okay. Now we also need to create a vendor master record. So who is the supplier here? Vendor is the supplier, right? Who will be supplying here? Supply company code. That means which is ZABC. That means the vendor master record you need to be creating the receiving company code. Okay. And you can say receiving purchase organization. The combination like receiving purchase organization is required, right? So you can say receiving company code and receiving purchase organization. Okay. So in receiving purchase organization, assuming the supply company code, that means company, that means in case you can put supply plant is my vendor, assuming that the supply company code supply plant is my vendor. Okay. So this is the master data which is required. What are it is required? Master data. The first master data is material master record. Okay, material master should be extended to both plants and with sales areas. Okay. Then customer master record, which is important. Customer master record, why it is important? Because we are doing shipping and billing. So you want to do ST and MM integration. So in the ST process, there should be a customer number is required. So I'm just creating the customer master record number. So how we are creating in the supplying area, the opposition person who will be like receiving company code is my customer. Okay. Then and I'm creating vendor master record. That vendor master record I'm creating in the receiving company code and purchase organization, assuming that supply company code, supply plant is my vendor. Okay. So is it clear the points here, master data?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the master data. Then the configuration level, whatever we did yesterday, the same configuration. There is no change here. The configuration, whatever we did for the inter STO, set up stock transport order. Okay. Here in the receiving plant, will assign customer number. Okay. And also here you need to be enter the sales area also, supplying sales area. Then okay, the setup cost, that is one. The next one is you need to be assigned the supply plant and document type. Okay, the combination you need to be assigned the delivery type. So here the delivery type is NLCC. Okay, for inter-STO NLCC and for intra-STO NL. Okay, so yesterday we had a discussion, right? And NL delivery type. So here it is a NLCC. Okay, so interview point of view, they will ask these questions: what is the delivery type and what configuration you need to do. And if it is one-step procedure, the same, which is like supply plant and receiving plant combination, supply plant and receiving plant and document type. This combination you need to be maintained whether you should go with one step or two step. Okay, two-step procedure. So you need to do these two. Okay, supply plan and receiving plan and document type combination. Whether one step or you want to go or two-step procedure. So these three are the mandatory here. Okay, and coming to the key points here. Okay, the procedure. Let's go to the procedure. How to go to the procedure. So procedure also it is the same. What we did yesterday, interest was the same. So we will create a stock transport order. Okay, but here since we are doing buying and selling concept, okay, we are not using the document type UB, we are using document type NB, standard one. How we are doing for the standard PO, the same way we can create a document type NB. Okay, and we will be entering the vendor number directly here because we already created a vendor number. So we are directly entering the vendor number instead of we are entering supply plan here. Okay, we are entering directly vendor number. Okay, so the normal how we are creating this one. Okay, so this is first step procedure. Okay, so in the shipping you need to be observed that shipping tab. Okay, shipping tab need to populate. Okay, if it is not populated, then it's the process is wrong. Okay, so document type NB and the vendor number you need to be entered and the shipping tab should be captured here. In the shipping tab, what it should what it is mandatory, the delivery type should be NLCC. Okay, so this is a must and should here. So based on this NLCC NL only, I can say that okay in the shipping tab. Okay, based on I can say it is intra STO, inter STO we can say. Okay. Then the second question is the second procedure is once you created a stock transporter, you need to create a outbound delivery. Okay, so VL10ND or VL10B, whatever it is required, maybe you can go ahead, whatever it may be. Okay, then picking and goods issue we'll do in the VL02N, that means PGA. Okay, then after that we'll be creating VF01. So here billing created, it's not pro forma invoice, it is the actual invoice because we already discussed about this one. This is the selling and buying concept. Obviously they have to be pay amount. So here at the main billing document you are creating. Okay, then stock in transit you can see in the MB5T. Then in MIGO you are receiving goods receipt in receiving plan, receiving company code or receiving plan. Then you also need to be do the MIRO, invoice to receipt, because here the concept is buying concept. So you need to be write the invoice and you need to be clear that. Okay, when there is a mutually payment is done, then this is the process will be closed. Okay, clear? So these three processes are the ST process. Generally, for the customer orders, they will create a delivery and picking PG and VF01. Then they will be get the payment from the customer. In the our side, we are doing PO, GR, and invoice. Buying. Clear?
Sir, here why document type is NB, sir? Why not UB?
Why you want to UB? Why? Because here the concept itself is a buying and selling, right? So when you buying the goods, what document type you are using?
Okay, standard one.
Yeah, standard document type, right? So it is not stock transport order. Even I just said, right, interestive, even if it's calling like a stock transfer, legally you are doing between the two entities. That means legally it is a purchasing, you are buying the products and they are selling the products. That's all. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is the procedure. Okay. So interview point of view, it is very, very important what document type you are using, what item category you are using, what, okay, all it is different. It's very important. Delivery type and everything, it is important. Okay. So now let's go to create the metal master card first. Okay. Now I'm creating the PO. Sorry, I'm creating material master card. Okay, with the material. And I'm just creating the sales data. And I'll be going with the ZXY one. And the ZXY one and ZX. Okay, so where is sales area? Okay, it is not there. Let me check that what it is there. Okay, ZA. Okay, ZA it is. Okay. Okay, so I'm just creating here and division ZA. Okay. And enter. And wherever it is required, just enter the information here. Okay, so the material which is extended to the sales area also. Okay, so now we can see in the table level whether this is available in the both company codes, both plans. So what is the table name for sales organization data? MEKE. So enter the material number here. Okay, execute. So then I can see ZAB1 and ZA and ZX5 and ZA. So this combination it is there. Now I'll be creating the customer's record. So in customer's record will be the where you want to create here in the customer's record. So in the customer's record, you need to be create in supply company code level. Right? Who is the supplying here? ZAB1. So ZABC, ZAB1, ZAB. Okay, enter. Then will be enter here. Okay, so I will be entering here will be the customer receiving plan. So I will just enter here will be the XYZ company code. Okay, so other details whatever it is required you can enter. Then company code data, sales area data, and delivering plan who will be the delivering plan here. ZAB1 is the delivering plan. Now we created this customer number. Okay, this is the customer number here. I'm just copying here and just putting here. Okay, and the material number also I'll just copy here and I'll put here. Okay, now we need to create a vendor master record. So go to XK01. Okay, and enter where you need to create here the vendor master card. You have to be created in the receiving company code. What is the receiving company code here? ZXYZ. Okay. And you can use the account group here. We have plans account group 007 for work creation. This one you can use this account group. Okay. Now here will be the my vendor ZABC. So I can put ZABC company code. So here the major point here, what you need to do, you have to go in the vendor master card purchasing data. In the purchasing data, okay, the extracts there is a additional purchasing data. Okay, this is very important here. In the vendor master card, while you creating, you have to be enter here. And the go to extras and extras additional purchasing data, you have to be enter who will be the supplying plant here. So who will be the supplying plant here? JTAP1. So I'm just here, I'm linking this vendor. Okay, he's just supplying the plant JTAP1 is just supplying. Okay, and save. Okay, so this is the vendor which we have created. This is the vendor we created here. Okay, so now master data level it is completed. Now I'll be going for the configuration. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, and the material management. Purchasing and purchase order and set up stock transporter. And set up stock transporter, first is we are doing for define shipping data for plant. So here I will be go for the who is the receiving plant here, get X51. So I'm going here, get X51, and I'll be enter here. Who will be my customer number? Who will be the customer number? This is my customer number. I'm assigning this customer number here, the receiving plant. Okay, 10. This is I just created. Now I'll be go to assign delivery type, checking role. Here, I just need to go for NB document type and get AB1 with a separate plan. So these two combinations have to be created. Just copying and existing, and I just copying here. NB document type and get separate plan is get AB1 and NLCC. So this is a delivery type NLCC. This is very important. Okay. Okay. So is it required to use the NB document type? No, you can copy from existing NB and you can use a ZNB2, YNB2, whatever you created, maybe you can use, whatever it may be. Okay. But you should not use the UB. Okay. So this is the one step, this is the second configuration. Then third configuration, which we discussed yesterday, one step procedure, whether I can go to ZAB1 and ZXY1. Okay. And document type NB, and if it is required one step procedure, you can go with a one step procedure. Okay, so this is the same configuration which we did yesterday. The same configuration here also we are using. Okay, so as of now we set up that master data and configuration. Let's see whether if we can get any problem here. Okay, so sometimes if we get error, okay, it will be give so much trouble to sort it out, because we need to look into that everywhere where it is getting the problem and all. Okay, let's go to vendor number. Let's go to vendor number. Where is my vendor number? This is my vendor number. Okay, I just create a vendor number here. I'm just going to purchase organization in the receiving plant. I'm creating in the receiving plant. Is it correct? We are creating a stock transporter in the receiving company code or supplying company code? Receiving company code. So I'm just entering that my receiving company code details. Okay, let's see. And I'm just entering that material number. What is my material number here? And here the receiving plant. Okay, and let's see. Oh, this is not made. Okay, this is the other plant, right? Okay, other plant we need to maintain. Okay, MM01. Let's go to enter purchasing data and accounting data. We just extended. Okay, purchasing data and accounting data and plan data, which is required for a ZXY1. The other plant which is not created, right? So this is also very important. X51. Just extending the data here. Accounting data. Okay. Okay, so the material number which is extended. Now let's create a PO. So here I clearly mentioned here, right? The material should be extended in the both plants. So I just extended sales area, but I didn't extend to plan. That's why it is getting problem. Okay, now again, I'm just entering the details. I'm just doing for one quantity, or we can do for 100 also. No issue. Okay, so source of supply is required. Okay, this configuration we need to change here. Every time we are getting problem, we'll just change this configuration source list. Every time it is not good. Okay. I'm just going to ME21 in here. I'll be entering all the details. Then whatever the required which is detail we entered. Okay, so if everything looks good, what we did correctly, perfectly, then the shipping tab will come with all the details, NLCC, the sales area, and the vendor customer number, the details, everything it is captured from the there. If we did anything wrong, then it will not it is not possible to do creation also. So you'll get so many errors if you did anything wrong. Okay. So then I just created a sales order here. Okay. So I will be update the okay. Just update the price here. I'll update the price here. Okay. So now PO is created. Okay. PO is created now. So what is the next step? So STO, this is the STO PO we created, standard PO, okay? So by looking into the shipping tab, I can see that, okay, this is the STO process. If I don't have shipping tab, there is no, I cannot find whether it is STO process or not, whether it is a standard vendor PO, we don't know, right? So by looking into shipping only, I can say that, okay, this is for the cross company replacement stock cross company transfer, okay? So this is the one thing. So just copy this one and create the delivery. So where we can create the delivery, outbound delivery in VL10ND. So I'll go to VL10ND. So till here of the purchase order creation and shipping tab till here, it's our responsibility. So by creation of delivery, picking, PGI, billing, that is the responsibility. Okay. So good. And as yesterday we explained here, I need to create the background, the delivery number by clicking on here and click on the deliveries. Then I can check that my delivery number here. So this is the delivery number which is created, outbound delivery number. This is the outbound delivery number which is created. Go to /n VL02N. So here enter the delivery number and history. Yesterday what we did, which location and how much picked quantity. Okay, that is the common here. Okay, and you can check that might be the prices, whatever it is needed, can capture here. Okay, so because it is a customer, it's like customer sales, right? So whatever it is required, might be the data, everything you need to be captured here. Okay, so whatever it is required, we just enter here and save. Okay, now I will do the PGA. Okay, so picture contains king is completed and course limit fully picked. Total course limit is not done. So go to VL0 enter, then to the PGA. It is coming picture and does not contain the items. This is the picture number we created. Okay. It's not stock transporter. This is a stock transporter. Yes, we need to enter here. Okay. So since these two company code, whatever it is, ZABC and ZXYZ, both which is created with reference to the same company code. Since because of that, so the assignments from the SD point of view, from the company code point of view, the assignments it is same assignments for the ZABC and ZXYZ. Because of that, okay, we could not able to do the VL02N because the system is trying to that understanding that okay, this is the it is just the same kind of the company code. It's not a different company code. Okay, so now what I did, I'm just taking the different company code and different all the assignments are different. Okay, so I just show you that what company code I'm just taking. Okay, we go to SC69 and MEKE, which is sales organization extension, and the same material. I'm just taking the same material. I didn't change the material. I just changed the company code. Okay, so here I just taken that this combination and this combination like different combination. I just tried. Okay, so now what I did first, I just extended the material. Okay, so I just extended that material to a different company code, that is SC16. Someone who created SC16, that is SC11. Sorry, SC11 S1 is just a sales organization distribution, and even plant also it is same. Somebody they created. Okay, so I just taken the same thing instead of I'm doing from the ZABC ZAB1 to ZXY1. Okay, what I'm doing here, ZAB1 to SC11 company code. Okay, so this is somebody they created different company code. Okay, and I extended the plant and accounting data and general data. So whatever that we maintain the same which I maintain for here also. So I didn't. So the same combinations which is whatever it is there, the combination SC11. Okay, all it is I just maintain. Okay, so this is the company code and sales organization distribution channel. Okay, and I just extended the material. Okay, so I just extended the material. Okay, then what we did, since our receiving plant is changed, right? So when the receiving plant is changed, obviously we also need to be assigned our customer number in the configuration level, right? So we whatever the customer number which we created, okay, the same customer number which I am assigning that, assuming that SC11 is my receiving plant. Okay, SC11 which I am receiving my plant. So I'm just going to set up stock transporter, and I just to go to the receiving plant SC11, and I just assign the same customer number. Okay, so the same customer number which I assigned. Okay, why? Because my supply plant is same, right? The supply plant I didn't change, only receiving plant only I just changed. So that's why I assign the same customer number in the receiving plan. Okay, so this is the one I did. And the second thing, which is like delivery type and checking role, which is common, like NB document type and supply plan is ZAB1, which I didn't change anything. So the same, which I, whatever it is there, the same configuration it is there. And assign document type on one step procedure. Okay, just can be maintained ZAB1 to SC11. So this I didn't maintain this one. If you maintain, you can maintain. That's not a problem. If it is one step only, then it is required. But if you want, you can maintain. Okay. Okay. If you want to go with one step, you can go ahead. So only these three configuration I did. Even vendor master record, customer master record, all it is already there. And moreover, what you need to do, you need to create the vendor master record in the receiving company code, right? So the same vendor I just extended to SC11 and SC11. That's all. The same vendor I just extended, but since the vendor number is same, because I'm using the AB1 is the supply plan. So this vendor number which I created yesterday, so the same vendor I'm using, but I just extended to my purchase organization, receiving purchase organization. Okay. So then I'll be creating the PO purchase order, as it is a first step in the process, creation of STO process, document type NB. Okay, in the receiving plant, SC11 is my purchase organization, SC11 is the company code. Okay, and the material number. And I'm entering that plant. Okay, and quantity, PO quantity, and store location, all the details. Okay, so the shipping tab which is captured here, the shipping tab which is captured with the same delivery type, shipping tab, all it is captured. Okay, with the same information. Okay, now I'm just creating the delivery number VL10D. So this is the delivery number which is created. Go to VL02N, enter the vendor outbound delivery number and picking quantity and how much pick quantity, and I'm just changing this planning date to today. And whatever it is required, we just maintaining the details, the condition tab, the prices, everything which I'm maintaining. Okay. Then I'm just going back and saving the details. Okay. Now I'll be do the PGL. So the post goods issue which is completed. So that transfer cross company code posting is completed. Okay, you can see 643 is the moment type. So as we discussed yesterday in the moment type, okay, this is the one moment type which is like 643 moment type. The 643 moment type for the two-step procedure, and 645 is the one-step procedure. Now, once this is completed, the PJ is completed. Now, what we'll do by using this delivery number, we'll be creating the invoice. That means billing document number. Okay, so we'll be maintaining the conditions, whatever the prices which is there. Okay, we'll be maintaining all the prices, and we are posting that the value. So the pricing procedure configuration is required. Okay, so then once it is completed, the system will be creating the billing document number. Okay, so this some because some configuration which is required from the finance side, it is getting problem. Okay, then what we'll do, we'll check the stock in MB5T. Okay, it is in transit stock. Okay, this is the PO number which is created. Now I'll go to MIGO and the receipt of the from delivery, urban delivery. Okay, I will be receiving the stock. Okay, then check. The posting periods will be open only 10/09 because this company code which is created on October month, right? So now it is might be the current month it is not open. So we'll open that MMPV C11 and 11 2022. Now we'll do again MIGO. So the quantity how much you received and check and post. So there is a configuration which is required from WIC. PSX and ANT and ZVGC. 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 ZVGC is not okay. Review. Then let me try again. Post. So the document, the stock which is received in the or company code. So I can see in the XC11 flat the stock for this material which is we received. Okay. So now what we'll do the MIRO. Okay. So we can enter the details whatever it is required, and the PO number is so the invoice is posted. Okay, so we got the problem only for billing creation. Okay, so might be in the from their side, from their point of view, might be some configuration which is missing. Okay, only that is the problem. Okay, so you can see here billing IV, inter billing document type is IV, intercompany billing. Okay, so I don't know why it's coming. That everyone cannot be interrupted by the number. So why it is this is called dump. Okay, in real time, if you're getting suppose in your regular when you're doing job, okay, when you're working on the SAP, if you're getting this like this is we call as a dump runtime error. Okay, we can say dump. So this generally will look into my technical team. So what will be happen? There might be some statement which is mismatching. Okay, then in that case only we'll get the problem. This one. So might be here there is some problem with the statement. Somebody their declaration type they are cleared at when it is 1000. Okay, document type should be EX. Okay, somebody there enhanced this program. So because of that, we are getting problem. Okay, so generally in the above for how we can do, they will just put the point here, and they will go back and they will try again. Okay, so then what will be happen? While creating, it will go to program level. So then they will check here where exactly the statement which is mismatching. Okay, so this is the above will do, but I'm just telling that how it will be works. Okay, so then they will just check that the where exactly it is missing. Okay, so document has been saved. The document it is created. Okay, so might be there is a foreign trade incomplete data which is there. That's what's missing here. You can see here that the goods shipped and here. So again, let's see. We'll put again the breakpoint. It's going breakpoint. Okay. Might be there is some statement which is mismatching here. So what exactly it is missing here? That you let's make it 1000 here. No document is posted. Okay, so there is some statement it is there from the technical side. There somebody they're putting like only the sales organization 1000 or something they are validating because of that. So what I did, I just go to a program level. I just skip that statement. So then now because of that it is posted. So I can see now the billing document also it is created. So it is not required for you, but I'm just saying that in the real time. Okay, now if you see that interbilling document is created. Okay, so in the real time, if somebody there, if you're getting this problem like dump, you can immediately you can inform to the developer. So he will be doing the debugging. How I did it now, that is a debugging. They will go to inside the program and they will check that what is the problem here, and they will tell you, okay, this statement because of this statement we are getting this problem. So in that case, you need to be validate why it is getting the problem. Okay, where exactly it is missing. Okay, so might be somewhere the sales organization which is mismatching. Okay, so those details it is. Okay, so this is the way we'll do the interestivo. So from a MM point of view, we created a purchase order, we created delivery, we created PGI, and we created the invoice, we created the goods system. Okay, from ST point of view, they did delivery. Okay, then picking, then PGI, okay, then intercompany billing. Okay, clear? Okay, if you go to one step procedure, what will be happen? You don't need to do the MIGO again. Okay, manually you don't need to do the 101 step. In that case, it is a 645. Okay, let's do that also. Okay, any doubts till here? Any doubts?
No, sir.
So don't bother about the technical words. Okay, I just showing that in case in future while doing work, if you're working on any issue, okay, if you're getting this dump and all, okay, might be you can say, okay, we are getting some dump. So if suddenly if you are learning that dump in a real time, if somebody they is saying that I'm getting dump, if you're not aware about that, what is the meaning of the dump, then it's problem, right? So that's why I just giving the idea about that. What is the dump? Dump is nothing but like a technically the program level. If the statement is not passing properly, okay, that means the statement might be wrong, or maybe your values are not matching with the statement. Then in that case, some cases it will be go to dump. Okay, so then you need to, what you need to do, you need to check with the developer, boss, I'm getting this dump, can you check that in the program level why it is getting dump? Then what they will do, they will check in the debugging mode and they will tell you that, boss, this is a statement, it is written here, this statement is not matching, so please check that, maybe you are missing some value, something you are missing. Okay, so you need to validate that. Okay, clear? That is a dump. Dump and runtime error, both it is same. Okay, now I'm doing one step procedure. Okay, now I'm doing one step procedure. Okay, I'm doing one step procedure. Okay, now go to MA21. Again, I'm just creating MA21 and the same vendor and the receiving plant and the details which I'm entering here. So I'm just doing 10 quantity now again. So the statement is a shipping tab which is capturing here all the details. Okay, and now you can save the purchase order. So this is a purchase order number which is created. Now what we need to do, go to VL D. Okay, sorry, VL 10D. Okay, enter the purchase order number, delivery creation, execute, and create the delivery creation automatically. So don't worry about the delivery creation, PGI, and billing. That will be taken care by ST team, sales and distribution team. Okay, our job is only whether PO is working or not, shipping tab is coming or not. So those are the very important for our job. Okay, so VL02N, I'm just going to that. Okay, I'm planning to do the picking process. Okay, and how much picking quantity. Then you can change the actual goods receipt. Okay, and you can maybe you can update the values. Whatever it is required, the values which is required, you can maintain that values here. So in the real time, from the outbound delivery to billing, okay, there is a copy controls will be there from the SD point of view. Okay, that based on the copy controls, it will be work. Okay, so copy controls, what it will do from the outbound delivery to billing, the whatever the data which is maintained, I maintain in the prices here, all the details which will be copied into billing document. Okay, now I'm doing the PGI here. So PGI is completed. So as per the my analysis, because one step procedure I'm using, right? So I just to look into the my document type, see if here there is a two document types which is created. One is 645 or one is 101. That means this two step, this is one step procedure, what it is happening. So I can go to PO. Now I can go to PO and I'll just check that whether this GR is completed or not. Because MIGO it's not required, right? So I will go to PJ and I can see that 645 and 101 both it is completed at one step. Okay, so we don't need to do the MIGO. So only we have to do the VF01. Okay, so again might be we'll get a problem here also. Might be some statements which is not matching here. Okay, So might be something might be. It is somewhere it is like it is asking sales organization distribution channel, something which is okay. So maybe if I save this one again, it will go to dump. Okay. So then it will be asking that, oh, what is this? Okay. Now it is capturing ZAB1 because my sales organization is ZAB1. Okay. But their return statement. Okay. In this statement, they written that it should be 1,000 or it should be 3,000. Okay. So might be here it is ZAB1, because of that it is going to dump. Okay. So we are not not aware about that, where exactly they maintain this one. Okay. API 6, what it is? Sales document header required when 1,000, then it is EX accept. Okay. So the written only for 1,000 sales organization and 3,000 sales organization. For other sales organization, it is missing that. Okay. So might be because of that it is skipping here. So what I did, just skipping this one. Instead of ZAB1, I'm just passing that routing to the summary value. Whatever it is, the value it is there, I'm just passing. Okay. So generally, in the ABAP, what you have to do, in case my client is asking that ZAB1 also need to be add here. Okay. Then I need to add here. Okay. So the case why it is they added this is, I don't know exactly why it is added here. The statements and all. The purpose also I not aware. Okay. So I just skipping here. I'm just executing now. Now it will be created the document because I'm just skipping that statement. Now billing document also is created. So what is the next step? Billing document is completed and the PGI completed, GR is completed. So what is the next step? Invoice, MIRO. So I need to pay amount, right? From my point of view, because sales and this is buy and selling concept, right? So I'm just doing my PO. So you can enter the who is the vendor here. 4420. It's the PO number. It is coming to the division. You need to do in the invoice. We have to do in the different company code, right? So I'm just switching this company code. And what is my company code here? What is the company code here? SC11, right? SC11. So let me try this now. It will be accepted. Now I posted the invoice. So the earlier process and this process, what is the difference for the whatever we did last time and now what we did? What is the process? What is the actually? What is the difference here? One-step procedure. Okay. Here, this is a one-step procedure. Okay. And yesterday, okay, last document which we created, that is a two-step procedure. So you can ask me, sir, in case how we know whether they are going with one-step or two-step procedure. One thing you can check in the configuration level whether they are going with a one step or two step. In case if you don't want to go and you don't have access for the configuration, here only you can see that this two-step procedure. When you see that this 643 movement type, okay, it posted with a different document number and 101 which is posted with a different document number. But if I go to one-step procedure, if you go to one-step procedure, Okay, both it is created with the same number. Okay, even 101 moment type which is posted in the same number, and 645 which is posted in the same number, because it is at a time it is posted both moment types. Okay, so this is the way also we can find it. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, any questions here? Any questions here? So when it is required, 640, while doing 101, you have to do process for the two-step procedure, and one-step procedure, it is automatically posted the 101. Here also 641 and 101 you need to do process, and the one single step automatically system will be posted. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this 601, it is completely ST related. Okay. So normal customer orders, like if suppose I'm just creating VA01, okay, which like last time we created something, right? We created last time the AB1 or something which we created, right? Okay, so in case if I just go with my whatever the material which is there. Okay. Okay, so this is a TAN item category TAN. So third party it is a task, here it is TAN. Okay, so item category document which is TAN, and you can see the details all, and you can maintain the price. Okay, what are the price which is required, you can maintain here. Okay, so here I'm just enter the details, and I can go back. Let's see what is the errors here. Incompletion logs. There might be PO number. Yeah, PO number we can enter. For reference, PO number something ABC 1 2 3 4 something I'm just entering. This is the vendor number. Okay, then gross weight and net weight. Okay, so one, and I can maintain one on volume, which is like kg, not kg. Okay. So some profitability segment it is coming. Okay, let's see. I don't know whether it's required or not. Okay, so I created a delivery. So I created a sales order here. So now from this sales order, if you want to create a delivery or outbound delivery, this is a ST process, not MM process. I'm just explaining to you. So we'll go to VL01. Okay, the VL01N, you can enter the details. Okay, or in case if you don't know what is the information here, okay, from here also, okay, go to VA02. Go to VA02 change. Okay, then here what you can do, you can create the delivery here. From here only you can create the delivery. Okay, so there is no schedule lines which is selected yet. Okay, so something which is coming. So what we can do, we can go to VA02 and change the schedule lines here. Dates might be, it is beyond the dates. 11, right? This schedule lines. So let's put it is today date. Let's try today date. Maybe it will be accept or not, we don't know, because it's confirmation. Confirmation also it is done only on the, okay, now it's delivery is created. So here the point I need to explain here, why we are coming to this process, why we need to coming to this process. I need to show you the movement type, 601 movement type. If you see that here, this 601 movement type, this is a customer delivery. Okay, so it is not necessary for us, it is a ST delivery. Okay, so you don't need to do, but maybe for just reference purpose, I'm just explaining this one. Okay, you can do PG. All it is the same process only. Sales order and delivery, picking, course issue, then billing. They will create a billing. This is the entire flow, ST flow. This will come early. Okay, so here you can enter the F2 invoice. So the billing document which is created. F2 is the document type for this one. Okay. So now you can see that the sales order, you can go to display sales order. There you can see that history which is created, delivery, picking, goods issue, billing. This is the entire process from the ST point of view. So here our movement type is 601 movement type. Okay, so this is the 601 movement type. This is the customer delivery. Okay, so okay, so this is also we explained in the stock transfer. Now vendor returns. Okay, so we discussed the vendor returns from the GR reference GR document number, right? Okay, but we can also do vendor returns from the, we can separately create a PO and we can do the vendor returns. So how we can create? So what is the difference between 120 to 161? Okay, in interview point of view, they will ask about that. What is the difference between the 120 to 161? So 122, we are doing vendor returns with reference to material document number. Okay, that means GR document number. In case if I don't have the GR document number, I don't know what is the vendor, what is the document number when we receive the stock. Okay, in that case, if you want to return the stock, then you can proceed the 161 movement type by creating the vendor return PO. So return PO, how we can create? Go to ME21N. Okay, use the document type NB, and I'm just using the vendor and JTBC and wherever it is required. Okay, so I'm just entering all the details. Okay, how much quantity which is required and how much price. So now if I just want to return this goods, okay, here there is a return checkbox is there. Return item checkbox is there. Okay, if you selected this one, then the system will be creating return PO. Return PO it will be created. It will, instead of standard PO, it will be return PO. It will be created. So whether it is a return or it is a normal, or how we can check by looking into my checkbox. Okay, so you can also create your own customized document type. You can also create your own customized document type for a return STO to differentiate the standard PO and a return PO, or you can use the same standard PO also. There is no restriction here, document type. Only restriction is you need to be select the return PO here. Okay, so then the process same. Okay, go to MIGO. Okay, and enter a goods receipt, purchase order, and the same process will be the same. Okay, purchase order and enter the PO number. Okay, once you enter the PO number, instead of 101, it is taking directly 161. So it's GR return. Okay, so in when you are using this 161 movement type, posted. Okay. So when you returning this one, what you need to do? Okay, instead of you are creating invoice receipt, what you need to do? You have to create the credit memo. Okay, why? Because invoice receipt will do only when we are receiving the stock, right? But now we return back to the vendor. So in this case only, what you need to do, you need to do the create memo. Okay. So you need to select the details and whatever it is required and enter the PO number, paste in the PO number. So you selected the create memo. So for vendor returns and the return vendor, always you need to be select the create memo because you are returning the stock to the vendor. So that means you are expecting the amount from the vendor. Okay, that's why. So you can see here the invoice which is posted and goods movement which is posted. And when you click on here, you can see that this is the create memo. It's not normal invoice. Okay, so when we are using this process 161 process, okay, if I suppose I have the stock in my location after 15 days or 20 days, when I observe the stock, there might be stock has spoiled, stock spoiled or damaged or something. Okay, in that case, I just want to return the stock to the vendor, but when I just look into my GR document number, I forgot the GR document number because it is posted 20 days back, so I don't have any number now. So I just need to be post now manually returning the goods to the vendor. So in that case, you can proceed with the return PO creation. Okay. So you can create your own document type if you want. You can process how you want to be go ahead, but there is no restriction on the document type. Only restriction is only here by clicking on the return checkbox. Okay, clear? Clear? So this is the vendor returns with reference to 161. What is the difference between the 122 and 161?
GR document is 122. In 161 we are using.
With reference to GR document number, if you are returning the goods to the vendor, that means once I receive the 101 moment type, when I just check the stock, if it is spoiled, then immediately if I'm returning the goods to the vendor with reference to the GR document number, then we are using the 122 moment type. If I don't have GR document number, in that case, if I just want to return the goods, then I will be creating return PO and I'm just doing the return moment with 161 memo type to the vendor. Then we'll be creating create memo. Even in the 122 also, you need to be create a create memo when you already posted the invoice. That means vendor invoice, if you already posted, then if you want to do the return, then you need to be do the create memo. Okay. So when the actual invoice which is already posted, then if you want to do the create memo, then only you can have to do this process. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So these are the memo type, and this is the physical inventory management process. This is the separate process we'll discuss. Okay. Any questions on the memo types? Okay. So most of the questions will come from these memo types. Okay. They will not be going beyond this memo type. Okay. Majorly they will go with this memo types only. Okay. And this unrestricted stock and quality inspection stock, those it will be go material to material transfer. Okay. And so any questions on the STO process? Any questions on the return PO process? For return PO also, okay, if you want to go with the shipping, you can go ahead. Okay, there is no problem with that. You can go to return PO. You need to do the configuration. Okay, so the same way how we are doing for the subcontracting and the STO process. So the same way for return also, you need to be configure the ST level. Okay, so even if you want to be written with shipping document, then even that also it's possible. Okay. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Any questions? So here we have the return orders, return to vendor. Okay. So here there is a concept like return to vendor and the store returns. Okay. So if they want to be go ahead with this STO process, you can go ahead from here. Okay. They will be using the delivery type RL. Okay. You need to be configure the RL document type. So in delivery type, this is the delivery type. So generally we are using for each process have a different delivery type, right? NL, NLCC. Like here we are using RL for returns. So return vendor also it is possible by using this delivery type NL. Okay. So what you need to do, which document type you are using and which supply plan you are doing. Okay. For that you need to be assigned the delivery type here. Okay. And setting. So this is store returns from plant to plant. Okay. So returns, if you want to do returns, then you can do this one. Okay, this is the different. This is the for a store to store. In the retail, what they will do, they might be, they will store returns will be there. Okay, suppose from my DC to stores, I supply the goods. Then they say that some damage it is there. Then from store returns they will do. So this is the special they are using for the IS retail. Okay, and what you need to do when you're doing the returns. Okay, so you also need to be assigned the customer master record number in the vendor master record. In the control tab, you need to be assigned the customer number here. Okay, so you need to be assigned here customer number. How we did for the subcontracting, the same way. And okay, so you need to be do the same process. How we are doing for this the process the same way you have to do. Okay, so if we did all the configuration, sales data, shipping data, all the configuration, if it is perfectly done, then you will get a shipping tab here. Okay, so that is a return delivery. Okay, via shipping tab. Okay, via shipping, if you want to go ahead, you can do that. Okay, so again there will be some configuration which is required. Okay, okay, so it's 10 o'clock. Any questions on this today class?
No, sir.
Any questions on the today class?
No, sir.
Do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So on Friday I'm going to my hometown. So Friday I cannot able to connect, but Saturday, Sunday will connect. Okay, if you are fine. And Monday have the puja, so I might be could not able to connect. So Saturday, so Friday and Monday, maybe you can practice and you connect to Saturday and Sunday. So fine. Okay. Clear?
Okay. Let's discuss about this.